Hello and welcome to another episode of the Regulation Podcast. My name is Jeff Ramsey. With me, as always, Andrew Panton, Gavin Free, Nick Schwartz, Eric Bador. This is episode 113, I believe, and I am not in jail. Where do we leave off? Where do we want to start? It's been a minute.
Can you just tell people if you got the house or not? Can you just tell people if you got the house or not so we can just leave that behind? Yeah. Can you just let people know, please?
This is the first podcast I have ever recorded from the new and final home of Jeff Ramsey. I will die in this house.
The final home.
What?
I'll never, ever moving again for any reason.
Okay, well, how about the Knicks? How did that? Was that good, Nick?
That was an interesting experience. Didn't go quite my way, but I made the most of it.
Oh, devastating.
How was the game? How was it there being there live? Was it? I mean, up until you lost, was it fun? Was the how was the atmosphere? Did you have good food?
Oh, the food was great. Food and drink was excellent. Had a michelada. Tried a bunch of different nachos and some sweets and stuff that they had. I did like a stupid vlog thing for it. That was very embarrassing to do. But really, the atmosphere was way different than a normal Spurs game. It was, I would say, heavily in the Knicks' favor of fandom there. And I was surrounded by Knicks fans. There was one Spurs fan next to me, and the rest of the section was like Knicks with a couple of Spurs fans peppered throughout. So it was very raucous and not in the fun way for me.
That came across in every game in San Antonio on TV, which is crazy because they always say one of the things that's supposedly a benefit of the Celtics is that they only play home games because there's so many Celtics fans everywhere. But man, the Knicks, that was wild. I don't know if the entire city of New York came down to San Antonio or if just all the Knicks fans hiding in San Antonio came out of their crypts, but it was it was pretty intense, at least from television.
The people I sat next to had flown in directly. They were like, yeah, it's unaffordable to go to a game in Madison Square Garden. So they were like, it's cheaper to fly, stay in a hotel, and get tickets to this game in San Antonio.
It's like getting dental work in Mexico.
Right, exactly.
That's awesome. Well, except for the part where they lost. Sorry about that.
Right, yeah, that part sucked.
Yeah. It was always next year. I don't think you have anything to worry about either. You guys have Wemby and Steph Castle and fucking Dylan Harper for the next like 10 years. You're gonna
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
And we got Paul George, so fuck you.
Yeah, good pickup.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, at least you're in the house that you'll die in. I keep thinking about that. I keep thinking about you saying that, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't think it's crazy at all. I think it's comforting. I'm fucking ready for it. The amount of work I've put into this, I've written down. Here's the list. Things I've done since last podcast recording related to house, and I just have a list that never stops. Starting with, I think the last time we recorded was the day I was supposed to close, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear a story about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna tell it, and then Emily and I were talking yesterday, and I was like, I don't know, let's talk about it in the podcast. She goes, you should absolutely tell the story of the closing, and I was like, I guess I should. Why wouldn't I? So I don't know if it came across in the previous podcasts where we talked about it, but it was a difficult process to buy this house. And I was met continually with what felt like a lot of blatant disrespect, like every step of the way, almost from everybody involved. And that was frustrating, to say the least. But the final disrespect came at closing, which was 6 hours late because of issues with the lender and the title company. But if you've never bought a house before, let me explain this, how it works. The buyer and the seller both have to close. That's when you go to a title company who's like a independent broker, like a third-party broker that handles this transaction between banks, right? Issues titles and transfers the money back and forth and stuff. And the seller tends to go on one day and the buyer goes on a different day. They really don't want you guys to ever meet at any point in the process, which I super appreciate. And I think is a great idea, and it's probably for the same reason that ladders have warnings on them. You know, they probably at some point they were like, we got to do this differently. These people are killing each other. And so the seller had already closed, of course, the day before. I eventually get to go to my closing, and the way it happens is the day of the closing, you get wire information, and it says like, okay, have your bank send your entire life savings to this wire, and then we will have your money. as the title company, and then we will, after we've, claimed your money, you've signed the paperwork, they've signed the paperwork, then we'll give your money to the seller, and then we'll give, like, you had to give the seller X amount of money in earnest, they'll give that back. There's a couple of little, like, money goes back and forth, and the title company handles that. That's the whole process while you're closing and you're signing your life away to 10 billion documents. So we show up at our closing, and Emily and I brought our lawyer, and that's not that sounds like it was for like litigious. It was for mundane reasons that I won't get into. But we brought our lawyer, thank God, and we go to the closing. We sign all the paperwork. We go through the whole process, and what happens after that is when the closing is over and you sign the paperwork, everybody shakes hands. You get free Diet Cokes or sugar Cokes if you want them. And then probably some hard candy. There's always a ton of hard candy available.
Oh, yeah.
And then they give you the keys to your new house, and then you go live life happily ever after in your new fucking home, right? Well, we go through the process, and as we're about 75% of the way through, the title guy looks up and he goes, "Oh, by the way, the seller's agent doesn't want you to have the keys until they receive the money from us." And I go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Well, we just can't give you the keys when we're done closing." And I go,
By the way,
you have all of my money, like my entire life savings. You have it. I don't have the money anymore. I no longer have access to it. You just have to give it to them. Why don't I? What do you mean I don't get my keys? And they're like, "Well, it's just worked out this way." And I go, no, that doesn't make any sense. And I go, why want to have my keys? And they go, "Well, we can give them to you in about 2 hours. It takes about 2 hours for us to get the money to them." And I go, "Okay, well, it's 4:00. What time do you guys close?" And they go, "Well, that's the thing. We close at 5. So," and I go,
a locksmith.
"So who's staying late? So go fuck yourself. So give me my fucking keys. So this is unacceptable. So is not an answer." Right? and I go, "That's not happening. I'm moving into my new house I bought today. And they're like, "Well, I guess I could come back. We think we'll have it done about 6:30. Maybe I could come back at the office and meet you." And I go, "Yes, that's what we're doing. First off, no, this is not acceptable. I want my fucking keys right now. But if I legally can't get them because of this fucking thing that you're going to dangle in front of me, just because the seller's agent wants to be, I guess, the world's largest dickhead, I can only assume what the motivations are there because I don't see any other way." Like, what a final fuck you on the way out. It's not like I'm buying this house from a foreclosure at a government auction. I'm not doing anything weird, or I'm giving all the money I have from, and I have a lender that is a giant mega corporation bank that is supposedly incredibly trustworthy. All I'm doing is spending 5 weeks pouring over and giving every financial document I've ever had to every single stranger who asks, who I just assume is using it for legitimate reasons. After I subject myself to this living fucking hell for 5 weeks, you think I'm trying to pull something over you at the very end where I don't even have my money anymore, but I'm going to get the keys, and then somehow the title company and I are going to fuck you over? The title company that you hired, by the way, that is your relationship, not mine. It boggles the fucking mind, first of all. So I go, and then he's like, "Well, the guy clearly doesn't want to come back to work at 6 p.m. And my real estate agent goes, "Well, can I just have the keys? I'm the buyer's agent. I'm an agent. I just give them to me." They text the seller's agent, and he goes, "Absolutely not."
What?
And we go, "What?" And I go, and she goes, "Oh," and my lawyer goes, "Well, hey, I'm a lawyer. Can I have the keys? I won't give them to him. You can fucking do your best to sue me. I'm a lawyer, but I should be above reproach. Can I just take the keys and then I can get them to him?" And they go, "Well, let me check with the seller's agent." And the seller's agent literally responded with, "What kind of lawyer is he? Does he seem trustworthy?"
What's going on?
What is going on? What is going on? I agree with Gavin. What the fuck is going on? And so my lawyer has to go, I'm a trustworthy kind of lawyer. And the seller's agent goes, I guess. And then they give him the keys. Then the lawyer looks at me and he goes, I didn't say this earlier, but I live in the same neighborhood you just bought in. So I'll text you, come over. I live 7 blocks from you where you're about to live. Congratulations, by the way. So come over to my house. Here's the address. I'll give you the keys. You'll be good to go. So then I close and I have to go back to a shitty rental house that's all packed up with no internet and no television and no anything on like 2 chairs that haven't been shoved away yet, and just sit for 2 hours until I got a text from my lawyer who said, hey, come by my house and pick up your keys. So then I go by my house and get the keys. We go to the new house, and the final fuck you. We did the final walkthrough the day before, which is typical. You do the final walkthrough, you make sure nothing weird has happened to the house, make sure they've cleaned it because that's a big part of it. And, that's your last chance to be like, whoa. They took the fridge. They said they were leaving the fridge. Anything that's fucked up or weird. Why is the window broken all of a sudden? The house was filthy. The fridge had like food stains in it. There was grime. There was sticky countertops. It didn't look like wrecked, but it looked like people moved out hastily and didn't lift a finger to clean it, which you don't expect them to, but they were required to get it cleaned. So my real estate agent was like, this is unacceptable. And I was like, I don't even care. I'll just fucking pay to get it cleaned myself. And she's like, no, let me talk to them. It's a part of the contract. They need to get it cleaned. And so Emily goes, trying to be helpful. She goes, you know what? We have a relationship with some cleaners. If they just want to Venmo us like $200, we'll just have our people do it. And then they don't have to worry about it. Because they left the country. The sellers left the country. They were moving somewhere else in the world. And I assume they don't want to be dealing with this shit, right? Seller's agent said, absolutely not. They're not sending you one dime. They'll get it cleaned. So when we get to the house, after I finally have the fucking keys to my house, I get there, their cleaners are there for the next 3 hours. So I can't even start to move in, really. So it was like 9 p.m. before I was able to get into my new house that I bought at 4 p.m., all because, once again, I can only assume one individual wanted to be the world's largest dickhead.
At what point once you'd closed, right, you could have just kicked the door in, surely.
I could have. It's my fucking door.
Yeah, I would have just had a locksmith be like,
oh, the locksmith was there first thing the next morning. Don't you fucking worry about that, dude. Don't you fucking worry. The locksmith kicked off the next 2 weeks of constantly having dudes in my house. I haven't had a moment's rest since we moved in, neither has Emily. But it's awesome, and we're in. But it's just like, I just spent the last 2 days, I'll send you guys a video later. I just spent the last 2 days with 12 dudes under my house listening to Tejano music at full volume while they jackhammered the world under me. Like, we got the foundation fixed. We're getting new insulation. We've gotten plumbing done. I'm having this insane adventure with an electrician, dude, because we got to get some electrical work done. We got to get some plugs in. We got to get some GFCI stuff added. There's a little bit to do. It's a 100-year-old house, right? There's stuff to do. And that's fine. I know it going into it. It's different, by the way. It's different to get your foundation fixed on the way in than it is on the way out. It's a lot. It's a lot better on the way in. Just for the record, I'm not mad about having to fix my foundation. I was excited about it, although it was incredible.
What? Because the house is lighter?
Well, because the house is fixed, and I know I'm going to be enjoying the fixed house. Not like, I got to get this fixed so that I can sell it and get away from it. You know. This electrician made an appointment. Canceled. Second appointment, canceled. Third appointment, canceled. Fourth appointment, showed up, gave us a quote 2 days later, made the appointment to come fix the stuff, canceled. I'm about to have my 6th appointment with one electrician tomorrow.
You should get a different electrician. What the
Dude,
fuck?
at this point, I'm in too far. And also, it's just Austin, man. It's tough. Every house is under construction, and it's just difficult to find people. But I have had so much shit done and built and fixed. Yesterday, Emily has a custom made bed frame that her friend who's a woodworker made. This really cool dude named Ace, which is a great name for a woodworker. And it's affixed to the wall in the most complicated and confusing way possible. And the thing weighs 7,000 pounds. And we needed to put it into the wall upstairs. So Burn Dog came over and we were like, we can knock this out. 4 hours into it, he had to call Ace. Ace came. We had 2 trips to Home Depot and 4 hours with Emily and Vanessa watching and laughing. Ace came over and had it fixed and left before. It's shorter than one of our trips to Home Depot. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Never felt more embarrassed and emasculated in my entire life, but also just blown away.
What did you not have that Ace had?
Apparently, I wasted way too much money on stuff we didn't need. He just found a stud that we couldn't find, and I don't know how else to describe it. But it took him 1 second, and then he got it on the wall in 7 seconds, and then he was out the door in 9 seconds. It was insane, and it's just been like that all day, every day, since I was able to get the keys and finally move into the stupid fucking house that I love, that I fucking love. But man, it sucks. I'm sorry. Just one last point. There's nothing worse than making the purchase of a lifetime. This is the most expensive thing I'll ever buy in my entire life. It's not a mansion. It's not a castle. It's not an ostentatious home. It's a cute 3-bedroom house. It's a 100-year-old cute little craftsman home. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing wild, but it is the biggest purchase I'll ever make in my entire life. And I really wanted that process to be wonderful and beautiful and to be able to leave with a key in hand and go walk into my new home and experience it. But instead, I just got rammed up the ass every way they could find, fucking putting dicks in me sideways, dude. They sideways fucked my ass for 5 straight fucking weeks.
Dream house.
Through the cheeks. It was amazing that because Discord like cuts out background noise like crazy. Like sometimes we don't even hear each other like sneeze or gasp or whatever. Yeah. The meeting yesterday, anytime Geoff said anything, it was like bam, bam, bam in the background. It was all coming through. It was so funny.
All under my feet. Some dude 10 feet below me in the ground. Luckily, we have pier and beam, so it's a lot easier, but goddamn.
So much easier.
And then you showed me a picture of your house with a bunch of holes next to it because they're jacking up the house. And it looked identical to the picture you sent me last time of a bunch of holes when they were
yeah.
You just really love jacking up houses.
It's pretty terrifying, the in process when you're like, I bought this, and then 7 days later, I have clearly ruined it. Oh man,
You fixed it.
I did. You gotta have faith that it's gonna work out well. Luckily I have unfortunately I've needed one, but luckily I have a fantastic foundation repair company at my disposal.
You should invest in that company. Good business
really.
for. I can't believe your lawyer didn't just take the keys off them and then immediately give them to you right in front of them.
Little disappointed in my lawyer. I would have.
They're an honorable man.
Even said goodbye to us in the parking lot. Would have been a great time to slap me the keys. You know,
why wouldn't he?
Either in front of them or not. But I guess my lawyer was like, "Hey,
He's
at the end of the day,
trustworthy.
I'm still a trustworthy lawyer." You know, that's I'm sure it's like that's his currency, his trust.
He's on your side though.
But he is on my side. And was, by the
I'd
way,
be livid.
the lawyer was the lawyer and the agent, the buyer's agent and the lawyer were brilliant the entire way through. Just couldn't have been more helpful. And I love them to death. Like they endeared themselves to me for life. Every single other person I dealt with, man, I don't know what. Dude, I was mad. From the moment Emily told me, I think I mentioned in the last podcast, I need you to get mad now. I was mad for 10 days. It took me, we were in the house for a week before I stopped being mad. Yeah.
God.
I can't wait for it to create more frustration in your life.
Thank you.
It's gonna be good. That's gonna be great.
Oh my God.
I have a tiny clip update if you want to see it.
Please.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop it in the old Discord.
Mr. Bean.
It's
very
Mr.
light.
Bean walking
Cleaning
through
his
the
feet.
wet corridor.
Oh, I didn't even notice that it was the wet corridor. It just looked like he was walking on ground. Is that the pre-pool?
That's the pre-pool that I was talking
That's
about.
the pre-pool.
So that's water around his ankles? Or-
Yeah.
The little trough he's come in there. He's had to walk through. He couldn't get around this pool unless you sort of Sam Fishered the tile.
I think I read a little bit about this. These were very common, especially in the UK and Europe. I think that they've largely done away with them because they discovered that the pools just become bacteria factories.
Cool.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah, I was doing a little reading too. Apparently they like highly chlorinated those little troughs, but it didn't really do anything.
Hmm.
Chlorinate the pool.
Vindication for Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized I hadn't seen one in a couple of decades, and yeah, they've got rid of them.
That's not what I pictured.
What did you picture? When I was describing a wet corridor, what were you picturing?
A wet corridor.
For some reason, like a more open corridor, like a wider pool.
Yeah, not like a hallway.
No,
I guess.
yeah, definitely. What I
Not so
find
narrow.
satisfying about this clip is I thought maybe there was a scenario in which I actually knew what you're talking about, but I couldn't visualize it. I've never seen that.
Oh.
I've never experienced that. That's not a thing. I've seen it. Unlike coffee news, which I've seen a lot of.
Audience not with you on coffee news was a 75-25. Never heard of it last time I saw the poll.
So there was a poll on our subreddit, and I got very excited because I was there early for this poll, and it had, I think, 15 votes at the time. I was like, I'll pop in here. Let's see what the split is. I voted yes, and I did not anticipate me to be the only yes to the
Are you
poll
up to date on
at that
coffee?
time. It was I went, oh no, everybody doesn't know what this is, but I think that's a good thing because that means that the coffee news audience, generally speaking, not the regulation audience, we get that ad in there, whole new group of people.
Yeah, no
Oh,
overlap.
wow.
That's great.
No,
That's
overlap.
that's an excellent point, Andrew, and that's the kind of brilliant forward thinking we need a regulation. Eric, you have an update?
So I have a coffee news update. I have reached out to Coffee News. They emailed me back, I think a week and a half later, and they said, oh, I'm not the right coffee news person. Here's the coffee news person you want. So they gave me that email address. So I've emailed that coffee news person because apparently, because it's such a regional thing, they just sent me to someone else. And now I have to wait.
Oh, we're waiting
until they
Okay.
get back to me. But the request is out. I sent them the same email where
Okay.
I said you. Hello, we are a local podcast in Austin, and we are looking to advertise within Coffee News to increase our reach and visibility. Thank you. You appreciate our business. That was the email. That is what I've sent again. So now we wait.
Wait, you did put the appreciate
Oh yeah,
business?
yeah. You guys told
Yeah,
me to
you,
put that.
you gave
so I
him
put
the
it.
outline.
Didn't
Yeah.
we say?
I didn't.
Didn't we say probably remove the end?
We did.
No, you got to keep it in there.
Okay.
No, I don't think
That's
no.
a
Yeah.
clear statement, and I mean it worked once, so
It did.
I don't see why
It
it,
did.
wouldn't
So
work
now
a
we
second
wait.
time.
Yep. Got to get in Coffee News.
How long ago did you send that email? Just to have.
That was. Let's see. They got back to me. I just closed the window. Sorry. They got back to me on Thursday of last week, and I sent the email on Friday.
Okay, so we're about a week, so we shouldn't hear back until middle of next week.
Yeah, I
Still.
would think
Yeah.
so. I
Same
would think
timeline.
so. I would
Okay,
think you're
okay.
probably right.
So hopefully next update we'll have.
Hopefully,
Coffee
coffee news
news.
update. Yeah. But Andrew, how did the poll kind of go? Where did it sort of end up with? Are you up to date on coffee news?
I didn't see it again past my vote, so a person could only speculate how that poll went.
Oh, is it gone?
Well, I don't know. I never went back to it. I made my vote. I saw the percentages and went, "Oh, this is."
The thing that you can go and look at again, we can only speculate.
I don't have it in front of me. I don't know where to.
Look it up.
Hang on, I'm doing
Anybody can look it up. I don't know why this is
He's
my
got a
fucking
point.
poll.
Anybody can look it
it.
up.
Because you brought it up. You know exactly why we're going to it. You know exactly.
I didn't bring up the poll.
You're a nut.
I didn't
You're a
lead the
maniac.
poll. I didn't lead the poll talk. Somebody else brought up the poll before I brought up the
Currently,
poll.
861 votes. You guys want to guess the split?
80-20.
74, 26.
Okay. No is currently leading with 763 votes.
It's a lot of votes.
Yes is just behind at 98.
Okay, but what I would say is that if we were to run that poll again, I think it would be a lot more in the other direction.
Because
Why
you've
would-
told
why would
people
we-
about coffee
yeah,
news now.
yeah.
They've heard this podcast.
Why would they? Why
They
would
would-
we run
yeah,
the
but now
poll?
people know
Why
about
would we
coffee.
run the
I'm just
poll
saying that if we
again?
ran that
Why
poll
would we-
again,
why would we run it?
it would be like 800 yeses.
But why would we run it again?
I don't know. I'm just saying if we did, it would be as big of a swing, but in the way that I thought it would go the first time.
Just skew it.
Like the idea of
Not skewing it. I'm just, if we did second poll.
Gavin, does that make him right if that happens, or what does it make him?
well, if you keep running the same poll until you're right.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that I need to be right about it. It was just a fun fact I felt like was
You're
worth
not
bringing up.
saying you need to be right about it, but you are heavily implying that you desperately need to be right about it.
No, I'm okay with, I was clearly in the wrong, but I just think it's an interesting point that if we were gonna run a poll again, run that poll back, it would be the opposite way, I'd assume. What if we put in the poll, hey, if you vote in the first poll, don't vote in this poll? Maybe it was just a bad poll day.
What? The
When was the poll posted?
The poll is still open, by the way.
Yeah, it's still up.
Yeah, but Reddit, it drops down pages and whatnot. Like, you kind of got to be there to be
It
there.
was a day ago.
No. It was longer than a day ago, wasn't it?
It was a day.
Oh,
It says 1 day ago, and people are still voting. There's a comment from Rage 101 that says, "I feel like Andrew may have been slightly off with his 70% estimate."
Andrew, I think you're struggling with your days because I don't think you ever sleep across the joining of 2 days. I think you only ever you fall asleep and wake up the same day every time you sleep.
I've been sleeping a lot the last few days because I haven't emotionally or physically recovered from eating a Subway footlong hot dog. It has been genuinely, I've said it is without getting technically food poisoning from it, it is the most the food has poisoned me in my life. I'm still working through all of it. It fucked me up real good.
That's food poisoning.
No, I think so. One of the issues is I was curious because it's so big and dense. The footlong hot dog. It's a giant tubular thing of meat. I was like, how can I equate how many normal hot dogs to whatever this is it? And the closest I could do to find the math is I did a protein thing. It is the protein in grams equivalent to 8 1/4 normal hot dogs. So it's 8 1/4 dogs in one dog.
He ate an entire pack of hot dogs in one dog.
But it's not 8 long, is it?
Yeah, well, it feels like it.
A foot long is 8 dogs?
It's hard to capture the essence of the size of it. It is massive. Let me see if I can. There's a here. Look, this is from a TikTok. This is the best I could show in terms of look at how fucking big that dog is.
Oh, so it's just much thicker than a normal dog.
Why
It's
does it look
so
black?
much thicker and longer, and
It's fucked up.
it's a fucked up hot dog, and it has fucked me up for 6 days, 5 days. I had that on Friday, and I'm still recovering. We're almost a week away. I'm on coffee news time. I'm hoping by the middle of next week I'll be back.
You ate the whole thing?
Yeah,
That thing is huge.
it is huge. Yeah, it was my dinner.
How long did it take and how did it taste?
Terrible. Didn't taste very good. All the toppings on the bottom, which was a strange choice.
Yeah, we saw in that picture, it is just plain dog.
It's plain. It appeared, but if you were to lift the dog up, there is ketchup on the inside. But because of the Subway, because it's just Subway sandwich bread, it's nothing unique about the bun. It kind of absorbed all the ketchup, so it didn't feel like there was a lot any ketchup on it. Some crispy onions, that was good. The crispy onions were, I think, the best part of the thing. Also, Subway sandwich bread doesn't translate well as a bun.
Well, it's a foot long Subway bun. It wasn't different from a hot dog bun. So much denser and so much more bread.
Is there a way to find out the percentage daily allowance of all the shit in that? You surely had a week's worth of sodium and nitrates.
He went over. Yeah, he went over.
Probably.
He went over.
I tried to pull it up, but Subway was closed and it wouldn't let me.
Andrew's folic acid levels are off the charts now.
Oh, they were bad.
I can't believe you didn't just stop part of the way. Why did you eat the whole thing if it wasn't good?
It was my dinner. It wasn't like
You
I
wasn't-
hate my dinner.
you ate a whole pack of hot dogs. You don't usually do that for dinner, surely?
no, but it was an item. I just ordered a menu item.
Well, he told himself, you're not getting up from this dinner table till you eat your entire meal, mister.
Yeah, that's right.
Eat your foot-long Subway hot dog now, all the way. Clean that
didn't-
plate.
Sure. Right.
Like it didn't track as being. I was like, I will never eat this again. But it wasn't like dreadful. It was just incredibly average.
When are you going to eat it again?
Never. Oh, never again.
So that'd be a pretty big punishment to you if you had to eat one again someday. Interesting.
What happened to you afterwards?
The first consequence was just the way out for it exiting the body. Dreadful experience. And then just feeling off ever since. But not having any of the symptoms of food poisoning. Just being like, what? Like something happened. Emotionally, something happened in that process. And I'm still recovering.
It poisoned your mind.
Yeah, it did.
You got mind poisoning.
It's like when your body is trying to fight something off, and I've been sleeping a lot the last few days. It's just like, oh my god, I just feel bad.
Can I ask, because you posted some pictures, you're like, check it out, the Subdog,
Uh-huh.
which is only available in Canada, just so everyone's aware. We don't have it here. We would have to just go to Costco and get a hot dog, I suppose. But
Yeah.
That's not
it's
comparable.
listed in this first image as $11.08.
Uh-huh.
And then you showed us your order, and it is more than double the price at $23.02. Can you explain what happened?
Oh, that's you could get it 6-inch or foot long.
Uh,
So
A
first
6-inch hot dog is $11.
Yeah,
do they cut it in half?
yeah. It's not a different dog. They just cut it in half.
That sucks.
How much did we pay for our hot dogs the other day? $6?
Yeah, something like that.
Good Lord.
It says extra cheese. That's surely a modification.
Yeah, you have
And
modifications on here. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that
Bacon
that's it.
expensive.
I did. You know what? I did, but that's not reflective of the 11.
You.
The 11
okay.
is just the base.
I'm
Got
just
it.
reading all the addeds. Shredded cheddar and extra cheese as two separate items.
Uh-huh.
So you put
Bread has cheese too.
so there's cheese on the bread. You added cheese and then you added extra cheese.
No.
and bacon.
No. You
Okay.
have to pick what type of cheese you want.
Okay. Oh, then just put more of it.
And then then just extra cheese.
And you thought with this foot-long 8 times dog protein dog, you want
I didn't know what I was getting into, Gavin.
you want bacon on that.
What kind of bacon are you getting in Canada on a hot dog?
I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't really notice it.
So what on this list are your mods?
Bacon, cheese, and I think that's it.
Crispy onions is standard, or that's something you added?
That's standard.
I hate to say it. I think you salad creamed
No,
this dog.
no, I
think
didn't.
you
No,
put
I
too
didn't.
much on
No,
it.
I didn't.
I mean, he's describing the hot dogs we ate at Fraser's the other day. About the same ingredients.
I certainly made it worse because I didn't understand what the base experience was going to be. But I don't think I made any choices that are outside the realm of logic when you're crafting a dog.
The whole thing is outside the realm of logic.
Yeah, it's on Subway bread.
I didn't know that.
You
I didn't know that at the time.
A foot-long sub dog.
It just seemed like a fun novelty item. I like trying a fun novelty item.
Try doesn't mean eat the whole thing.
Well, it's dinner.
Well, you gotta eat the whole thing. How you gonna? What if the last bite's so good?
Well, also, plus he paid for it.
Yeah,
Share it around.
with add-ons. It's bad. I'm working through it.
So like let's say day 3, what are you feeling? Just lethargic?
Just defeated. Just defeated
Defeated.
and butthole soreness still. Like,
What the fuck?
God.
but like nothing normal past the following, like the first day. It was a fight and this bruising. Not literal, but like
Oh.
felt like it.
So surely you're not going to do blind wipes after this dog.
No, absolutely not.
You were looking.
I just, yeah, I'm broken. Broken man.
Geoff brought up that we had dogs the other day. Myself, Geoff, and Gavin went to a place called Fraser's and got hot dogs. And on the way there, Geoff decided that Shapes Lab presents Wrong Way Lunch. Is that what you called it?
Shape Lab, is it Shape or Shapes? I don't even know. Shapes Lab presents Wrong Way Lunch Day. It's a amazing new show, supplemental show at Regulation, where we go to conventional restaurants where people eat conventional items in conventional ways, and we flip the script and we eat it the wrong way for lunch. It's Wrong Way Lunch Day. Nick, you're gonna love it. We had sideways hot dogs the other day, and it was gross.
It was gross. It was.
How do you sideways a dog? Where do you start?
We went through the top.
Middle out.
Yeah, and then you go top, like middle, top down,
Oh, okay.
and then you try to get to the dog. Me and Gavin have the same mouth depth,
Yeah.
which I learned. When you take a bite of a dog and you don't get any dog in the bite, it's really something. It's a strange feeling.
It's not about the bite of the dog. It's about the dog in the bite.
It is truly about the dog in the bite.
You know how parents like mark the door frames of their kids' height and stuff that we were talking about recently?
Mhm.
What if we had a wooden pole sticking out the wall and we did our mouth depths?
I like this idea.
It was a very strange lunch to go and do. And also every time I eat at that place specifically, it's always a very strange lunch. So
I've never had a normal experience at that place. That was my third time there, and every time has been weird.
yeah.
This was the best experience we had,
Yeah.
but even then it was weird.
That whole conversation started with, because I was wondering whether, I was thinking about the lab and I was wondering whether we could make one giant frozen M&M for Nick by melting down a bag of M&Ms.
Ooh.
I was just like doing shapes with my hands. And then for some reason we're talking about ostrich eggs. And I thought, ooh, what if we emptied out ostrich eggs and we each wore an egg as a boxing glove, and whoever's eggshells broke first loses. And then Eric just said, get out of the Shapes Lab.
It's true. You guys invented Shapes Lab.
He was in the Shapes Lab, but the problem with the Shapes Lab is that it really got stuck in his head. So the rest of the day, he would like not finish sentences, but would just sort of like make a circle with his hands. Like that was the finish of his sentence.
Nick?
And they never were.
It was the weirdest thing, man. It was for like an hour straight. He finished every sentence with a shape, and none of it made sense.
Well, the first time I realized my sentence was over. Like I had the intonation that there was going to be more, but it was basically, you know, what if we made a single M&M, like melted down the chocolate, melted down the shell, recovered it,
Wow.
and I ended the sentence, and I just realized I didn't have anything else to say, so I just made a circle with my hands, and Eric was furious.
Well, because he's saying it like he's ending a sentence. He didn't. It was, well, what if we made a giant M&M? And it was like, okay, and then he just kept making a circle with his hands, but there was no more conversation. That was the end of the conversation.
And then throughout the day, I would deliberately stop a sentence like almost mid-syllable and do a circle with my hands, and Eric was fuming.
It was like, I was just like, what is going on? Like, why is it this way? It was crazy. It was really nuts. It was, dude, blew me away. Blew me away. Wild.
We're going to do hamburgers next. Or pizza. I thought of a weird way to eat pizza. So pretty jazzed about that. No, please. That's not weird enough. I got weirder.
The underneath.
That's interesting. That's an interesting idea.
That is
You tried
interesting.
That too. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just glad we're not talking hot dogs. I don't know when I'll eat a hot dog again. Hot dogs might be dead for a while.
I'm so sorry, dude. I hope you don't have to take like a corn dog level break.
I think I might. I really think I might.
It's rough.
Wow.
It'd fuck me up.
Your joy is gone.
It is.
I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. I think you'll be eating hot dogs before you know it. I don't believe you.
I was sickened just listening to you guys talk a moment ago. Disgusted by it.
I think within the next 2 months, within the next 60 days, you'll
No
eat a hot dog.
way. No chance.
I was so fucking done with hot dogs after the year of hot dogs. And then 2 weeks later, I saw a hot dog at a game and I couldn't wait to get it.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I
you might
get
be
it.
surprised. You might be surprised.
It's emotional damage, though.
Mm.
Is the thing.
I think you could recover. Or maybe therapy would get
I
you
hope.
back.
I hope.
I think you're going to have a short-term memory for it, and you're going to get a dog.
Oh,
I wonder if there is such a thing as a hot dog therapist out there that you could consult.
Maybe a hypnotist. I feel like this would fall in hypnotist range.
It was interesting biting through a hot dog the wrong way because it kind of like when I eventually bit through the dog, it took me 2 bites. I ended up with kind of like a V shape in the middle of my dog. And then when I picked it up, it sort of collapsed over and made a perfect right angle. So I'm wondering, could I potentially take 4 bites out of the foot-long Subdog and make a hot dog photo frame?
Oh,
What?
I mean, I'm back in the shape slab.
he's back in the shape.
Get out of the Shapes Lab.
No, I'm going to need you to go over that again. I got lost in the sauce there.
So imagine you've taken a bite out of the middle of a hot dog the way we ate lunch the wrong way, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Now that dog folds over perfectly at 90 degrees. So it's like a
Yes.
corner dog. So I'm saying take 3 bites out of the foot long and fold it 3 times and make a perfect square.
Make a frame dog. Yeah.
Frame dog.
I love that idea. We should film that.
See, Jeff's in the shape slab with me now.
Eric, can you write down frame dog so we can film that?
I'm going to write down Frame Dog, but I'm not going to write down anything else with it. I'm going to force
We might have
you
to.
to
Gavin will
remember
remember.
Frame Dog.
Gavin will remember. I won't, but Gavin will. We can do that at Costco.
Can you write shape slab : frame dog?
You got it.
Thank you.
Yep. No. Hey, no problem, man.
Maybe we go build a frame dog tomorrow instead.
How are we going to get such a long dog?
I think Costco has footlongs, don't they?
They do.
I don't think they're,
I don't know if it's
they're
yeah,
big.
maybe.
They're not footlongs.
They're big.
They're big. They're not
They are big. They're not comparable.
Yeah, stop. You're making Andrew hungry.
Are you opposed to combining 2 L dogs into 1 frame dog, or should it all be the same dog?
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Maybe we use mustard to join them.
Oh God.
It is a
That
binding
won't
agent.
hold. That won't hold.
Fucking old Nick of little faith there.
I know my condiments, Jeff.
He does. I trust that man with condiments for sure.
Maybe Nick should be the final judge of the shape slab. Like, what do we go ahead with the idea or not? Because Nick has more food knowledge.
That's
true. Well versed in it.
Speaking of food knowledge, we should bring up that on the break show on Monday, someone sent in 2 head and feet coins and submitted them as potentially the new official, the next drop of coins. And the ball's now in the coin-czar's court, obviously. But I figure like we should mention that on the main podcast that we do have a head and a foot. Nick, you're gonna love these coins, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't
Nick,
know
if
you've seen
have
them yet.
you haven't had a chance because I don't know if you're editing it, but you haven't looked at the break show, have you?
I have not. No.
Oh, okay.
How's this related to food?
It's not.
Okay.
I just thought that'd be a funny way to stitch that together.
I see.
Hey,
Okay.
but Andrew, I'm glad you were paying attention.
Oh, I'm locked in, Jeff. Hanging on every word.
You're locked in.
Nick, do you have any indication of how mad Eric was while you were gone?
Only at what you hinted at in the meeting on Monday. Well, at what Jeff hinted at, I should say.
Nick came in and said hello, and I said nobody here likes you anymore.
I was so upset that I feel like this head and foot coin is justified, and I want to actually do something with it.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Good
Quite a bit.
Lord.
Yeah.
What happened to your hairline?
I look like a fucking cryptid.
You're a Nickted.
You look
Cryptic
like, you know, in The Fly, how he's slowly turning into a fly. It looks like you did that with a Simpson, and you're slowly converting into a Simpson.
Ah, you're Simpson fly.
Ay, caramba.
It's just Bart Simpson. Kill me.
The audio kind of works.
Interesting.
Again, to reiterate from the meeting we had on Monday, not interesing. I'm not interested
that's my
in
way
it.
of saying something without saying, what did you fuck up?
You're so lucky. I'm not gonna
myself on
be
mute.
there tomorrow. You're out of your fucking mind. Next time this fucking falls apart, somebody else can fucking fix it. You must be out of your mind. What did you break? I turned it the fuck on. Now, whatever it is, I have it working in whatever state that it's in. So I don't know. You figure it out now. But Jesus Christ, you gave me the Mike Pirtle special. It's just like, dude, you gave me the why didn't you flip the 2 magic switches I never told you about? And that's what you needed to do to get the sound right. Why do you have, shut up. Why do you have 2 instances of the audio software on the iPad? Because one doesn't work? What is that?
Yeah. One is older, and it says the new one should be taking over for it. But sometimes you'll go to it, and it doesn't work properly. So you have to go to the old one to make it work.
And you left a note explaining that somewhere, did you?
I told him that before.
Eric?
Oh.
You're like, which one do I use? I'm like, you use this one unless it's not working, then go to the other one.
I'm never doing it again. Andrew sounded like he was coming through a tin can.
Oh, it was bad.
And then we sounded terrible going to him. But when I listened to the headphones on the board, everything was fine.
Interesting.
Not again, to reiterate, not interesting. Not interesting.
To reiterate, that stops me from throwing down accusations. So I'm just gonna.
We also, I watched Eric fiddle around with it for basically an entire afternoon, multiple times, and we got it to the point where OBS, we did a test recording, and we somehow, over the span of multiple hours, got everything working. The recording was great.
Oh, you used OBS?
Well, to stream.
Yeah.
Do you not use OBS to stream?
For the break show, yes, but not for the other one.
Oh,
we can.
Do we know that?
Did we know that?
Because we hit start streaming and there was no audio at all.
What? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, sometimes if there's been a power surge or something in the office, OBS. Sorry, this is very technical, but OBS will sometimes lose its connection, and you'll have to
a power surge?
Or
was it 1912?
There's power surge. What are you talking about? You ever lose power? You know what? You know what lightning is?
You ever bought a surge protector?
Explain lightning.
Yes, it doesn't always.
It goes boom.
It still shuts off sometimes, and when it comes back on, it doesn't always reconnect to the right channel. So you have to reset it.
Does this happen in your house?
No, but it happens at the 100% Eat house. I have a surge protector on my house.
Why don't we freaking have one at work?
No, we have surge protector outlets, but not on the house itself.
There we go. Solve that for you. Nick, I took some heat off you. If it makes you feel any better.
That is true. Andrew did take some of the heat off by...
I did. I fucked up. I'm on an apology tour.
We need to test his stuff. And, well, last week you showed up.
That wasn't my fault. I showed up scheduled time.
But we all messaged you.
I don't even want...
Showed up scheduled time.
Like, this is like...
Showed up scheduled time. The previous week, my fault.
The previous week, Andrew took a nap through the Friday stream.
Oh, I saw something on Slack that you guys were worried he died.
Yeah, I was worried. He doesn't often disappear without saying anything.
No. It's never happened before. Let me give the full story of the events that occurred the day before.
And this is pre-Subdog.
This is pre-Subdog. Yeah, but it led into the Subdog. I had a Subdog that day, and then it's been bad ever since. Night before, or day before, I was organizing. I have a little little thing of treats, some candies, whatnot. Got a little candy stash.
I know about that.
Exactly. Nick gets it.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorting through what could maybe be given away to friends, what we got in the stash, what are we getting rid of? Maybe
I don't know that.
Just never gonna consume this. And in that stash was just a Ziploc bag of 6 chocolates. Just 6 loose chocolates. Went through everything. It's fine. Moved on with life. Went to sleep. Woke up at maybe 2:30 a.m. on Friday, the day of the stream. And I woke up to pee, and I sat up, and I thought, I kind of have a vague memory of feeling something weird while I was I woke up from it, felt something unusual, and then went back to sleep. What was I laying on? Put my hand back. The Ziploc bag of chocolates did not leave the bed. It had fully melted and leaked out of the bag everywhere. Chocolate was all over the bed. And now I'm so I'm so tired. I just wanted to pee and then go back to bed. I have a chocolate bed. And then I realized, well, certainly I'm covered in chocolate right now. I'm gonna have to clean up because I am just coated in it because it is everywhere in the bed. I get up and it's as early. I just feel not good. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. I can't have a shower. That just seems like too much. I'm gonna have a bath. I've been meaning to play this new Yoshi game.
Wait.
Wait.
You can't have a shower. That's too much. I'm gonna have a bath.
The concept of standing and getting hit by a shower just felt too harsh. The morale was too low. I need to just relax and like, I'm not gonna go back to sleep immediately. That's dead. So I might as well have like an hour-long bath and just enjoy life a little bit with my Yoshi game that's cute and fun and whatever. Pick up my Switch. Slips out of my hands, drop my Switch. The Joy-Con launches off the side of the Switch. My Switch is now broken. I cannot attach a Joy-Con to the one side of it. Like it'll snap in, but it will not recognize that it is there. And if I try to charge my Joy-Con, it will not charge on half of the console. I cannot use my Switch anywhere but docked currently. And I need to get a specific joystick, or not specific, but I need to get like an external Joy-Con charger to be able to play it, essentially, in controller mode. So that's done. I'm correct about the chocolate situation. Lay in the bath, get the chocolate off, get up, have a quick shower, come back to my chair.
You had the shower anyway.
Wait.
You also had a shower? The whole reason for the bath was because you didn't want to have a shower.
Yes, but I was like, because I'm not fully submerged in the tub, I need to be careful. I don't want to create more chocolate.
All of this sucks.
No, it doesn't. This makes perfect sense.
You have such a way of revealing information in a story.
It makes perfect sense.
So unique.
Let me explain the shower. It wasn't a full shower. It was like a 30-second, I'm going to spin in a circle shower. Wasn't
That's
like
all
prop
you
shower.
needed in the first place.
No, I needed way more than that. Trust me. There was a lot of chocolate. It was a chocolatey scenario. Anyway, now done. I'm clean. I sit back down in the chair. I don't know how I'm going to get back into bed, and I need to sleep because it's now like 5 a.m. I don't want to wake my partner up, but all of the chocolate is on like my side, essentially, of this bed.
What time did this start? At 2:30 or something?
It was like 2:30, 3 a.m.
So you've been doing this for 2 hours?
I guess 3 to 4. It's probably like 4:30 when I came out. Hours aren't necessarily accurate specifically. It was time passed. It was now early in the morning. Got to try to avoid the cat's very interested in this chocolate, keeping them away from it. My solution is I will take off half the sheet that I can, and then I'll fold it, and it'll just have to live there until the morning when my partner wakes up, and then I can remove it, get it cleaned, all that. I sleep for a few hours, but it's a terrible sleep. Terrible chocolatey sleep. Wake up, get it off, throw it in the washer, whatever. It's washing. Get it cleaned. We record some great supplemental and then put the sheets on the bed. Well, they're like not like made, but like they're on the bed. And I decide I'm going to lay down after we record those things. Just relax for a little bit until our stream. And I discover a new sleep position in this thing. And it's incredible. It's like your own universal ride. I'm bad at like what things are called. What's the sheet that goes on the bottom of the bed? That you have a naked bed and then you put the sheet and that now the bed is
sheet.
Fitted sheet. So it's like curved. It's a curved sheet. And it wants to, like, it's pulling in a little bit. So I lay underneath the curved sheet.
Curved sheet.
And then the fan, I have a fan's blowing. It kind of inflates it a little bit. I'm fully surrounded by this sheet. It inflates somewhat, but it's such a light sheet that it really blows by the fan. Like it's really what's going. Blah, 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 blah. And I feel like I'm I'm gonna emerge a butterfly of sleep. Like I'm surrounded. I'm kind of cocooned. Like it's moving around. I play some water noises, like some rain, and it feels like a budget at-home Universal ride where there's a storm happening and the water's hitting the thing and the sheet is shaking, and I get very comfortable and I fall asleep almost instantly. It's a great position. The problem is I didn't set an alarm for the stream, but I thought I did because when I initially fell asleep, I was dreaming that I was on my phone and I was scrolling. And I distinctly remember waking up with my hand on my stomach and my thumb rubbing up like I was scrolling on the phone. So I thought I had set an alarm. In the dream, I had set an alarm. I did not actually set an alarm. Fell back asleep. Woke up essentially directly when the stream ended and felt terrible. But it was a chocolatey sleep that led to my stream missing. And then having a dream that I set an alarm.
Sleep at night. Be awake during the day.
I wasn't asleep at night. The core of the story was I was sleeping at night. I got up to pee, and it was a chocolate bed.
But what's interesting though is that we were worried where you were to the point where on the stream we were like, oh, hope he's okay. I hope there's not like an emergency. But then you said your partner watched the whole stream.
Yeah, I guess I phrased that you guys were going to stream, so they interpreted that as that I wasn't supposed to be there for whatever reason. But it's okay. We have fail-safes. We have additional fail-safes, so that never happens again.
And then last week, when you weren't available and you were only there for a scheduled time, were you asleep?
Well, that was Subdog time. That was, we're in a Subdog world.
A walking nightmare.
Just sleep at night, awake
did.
during the day.
I did both. Multi-talented. We filmed supplemental stuff. We're all like, okay, cool. We'll be back at the stream time. I was there at the stream time.
To not answer Slacks or texts, and it's after a week where you missed the whole thing before.
Showed up on time.
I was just sitting in the room going, there's no fucking way he does it again.
I didn't.
But for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I was going, oh, he's going to miss it again. He's going to miss it again because we need him so that way we can do this audio testing, and he's not getting back to us through text or Slack.
Audio testing baked into the show up time.
It's certainly not for what we're dealing
not
with.
on a non-Nick week, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe the scheduled time should have been different.
I don't think it's asking that much.
I'm not disagreeing.
It sounds like you're disagreeing in the way that you're disagreeing.
No, I agree. It's not a huge ask, but also showed up on time.
I gotta go back to the bath thing. So is the chocolate on your back?
Oh yeah.
And you thought instead of rinsing off first and getting in the tub, I'll sit with my melted chocolate in the tub water.
What do you mean rinse and then what do you mean?
Like if you're gonna have the bath because the shower's too much, rinse the chocolate off before you get in the bath.
With what? How?
Do you remember when you had the shower again anyway? Do that part first.
Yeah.
Do the spin around.
I was not. The morale was too low. Couldn't have done it.
So you built morale in the bathtub that allowed you to take
I had to wake up a little
shower.
bit.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
So did the chocolate get in all the water in the tub?
Well, it melted. It melts and it goes away.
Yeah, it melts and then it goes away.
Then it goes away. Except for the part where where I was right, where it was, long back, well established. Got out of the tub, showered.
Can you imagine what it must be like to sleep in the same room as Andrew? To go to sleep knowing that the second you doze off, he's going to embark on some sort of series of misadventures all around you in your space, and you're just going to blissfully snore through it?
This, I just want to tuck you in even more because my tuck-ins would have a pass of the bed built in. Like, I would not tuck you into a food bed.
Oh, you'd search the bed beforehand?
Definitely. There would be no food in the bedroom.
Well, I was saying, long back, next day, I look, chocolate on the back wall.
Oh my god.
It went
I was
through
right.
the pillows?
No. In the tub.
Oh, the back wall of the tub. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Back wall of the tub.
And are you having to explain to your partner, this is chocolate, not doo-doo, I promise?
No.
Okay.
They just knew?
No. Oh, I mean, half the bed was folded. When
Yeah,
I
it
woke
smelled
up.
delicious. It smelled
It's-
so
it
good.
would- hot chocolate morning.
They got better chocolate up there. You know, you're just mouth watering laying in bed.
Oh,
going,
yeah.
"Ooh, I can't wait."
This is chocolatier level stuff. This is custom.
Was the Ziploc not sealed properly, or did the
No, it was
heat and
sealed.
build up burst
The
it open?
heat, it bursted on multiple sides.
Multiple
was-
sides.
Everywhere. It bursted out the top and bottom. It shot everywhere.
Did you dive bomb into
It
the
burst.
bed? Like, how?
It burst out.
It burst out.
It
Thank you.
bursted. It bursted
No,
everywhere.
we don't
Jeff.
have to, it burst. It burst out. Yeah.
It's crazy. It was a bad day. And then I showed up on time the next week, so everything is fine.
I mean, I'm agreeing with you. Technically, you were on time for the time in the calendar, but you did
She
know
was
that.
right.
I was going to say you did know that we were having audio problems the week before, but no, you didn't.
I didn't.
You were asleep.
I disagree. He did know because we tried to do some recordings with our regular recording setup, and it sounded like we were talking to each other through tin cans on strings.
That is true.
That is true. I guess I wouldn't associate that as the Twitch setup as well.
Yeah, we went to a different house to do all the streaming, so
You went to a different room. It's a different room, and like there's different cables and stuff.
Same computer though.
See, I didn't know that.
You're not helping, Nick.
I'm telling Andrew.
I didn't know that.
I'm helping Eric.
who are
Eric,
you
he's
helping?
you.
I'm sorry. Who are you helping?
I'm on your side, man.
This sucks. This guy. You know what? Nick came back this week and we did 100% eat. And I went, you know what? I'm getting along with Nick. This is great. Everything's out the window now.
What do you mean? This is great. We're gonna get it fixed.
I will say I would recommend trying out that sleep position. You grab yourself bottom, whatever, fitted
Covered
sheet.
in chocolate?
No, just the be a butterfly, be a cocoon.
Did it feel like you were sailing, like sleep sailing?
Ooh, I didn't even think about it in that way.
Is your head above the fitted sheet, but the rest of it is under? Or is your head
No,
under?
everything's under.
Oh.
Because I got that CPAP, I can breathe on the outside while being on the inside.
Yeah, I don't like to have my head covered when I sleep. I feel like I can't breathe.
I don't either, except CPAP allows. It's a little.
You've got a
life hack.
superpower there. Yeah.
I do.
I'm actually tired after Andrew's story.
Oh, that's dude.
Whew.
You should wait and then sleep at night and then be awake during the day.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Eric, what are you going to do with these coins?
I don't know. I'm not sure. They are awful looking. They are just like disgusting to look at. But
I think maybe the move is to give one away one way and then give another one away a different way.
I agree. And I don't know that it needs to be like, oh, in some merch, we'll put it in.
I don't want people to have to pay for
no.
it. Yeah,
No, I don't think so. We got to figure out how to give them out. And I don't.
Can we just do a heads or tails bracket and just put everyone's name in, and then it goes one way, like you just split the names in half until there's eventually one winner of the coin?
I really like
That's
that
a
idea.
great
and so
idea.
when you're saying everyone's name, what do you mean?
Everyone on the Patreon.
So if you're a Patreon member, your name, this I really like. This could be a video.
I don't think we could do a paid member because is that like a lottery? That's probably illegal somehow. But we should be able to just put everyone who's like signed up for free even on the
Right.
Patreon.
And then we take, so it's like every name, say, let's just pick it, say it's 10,000 names or whatever. Then you split that in half and it's 5,000 and 5,000.
Yeah, so you got 5,000 feet, 5,000
heads. And then you just keep flipping. I like this, Gavin. I'm taking this into consideration. I will, as the coins are, I'll take this into consideration, and this bodes well for you in the next wheel spin for coins are.
Before this podcast wraps, I just remembered something I wanted to share. That was a fantastic interaction I had over the weekend. I got a text from Millie saying, "Bro, explain this fantasy football stuff to me." Because like I guessed everything and I don't really get the app. Okay, I was just informed that the sport was hockey, not even football.
Yeah, Millie didn't even know. Speaking of Millie, I just heard her walk in the front door. She's in for a week. But yeah, she was number 779 in the world out of like 250,000 people on the fantasy ESPN app, and she didn't even know what sport she had won in.
Betting on the wrong sport?
She thought she was doing football, yeah. So
Geoff, can you just have her pick 6 numbers for me just for no reason?
yeah, I should, right? But tell her she's actually picking letters. Oh man.
I asked, is this the thing that you did incredibly well at, or are you looking at something else? And it was, in fact, the thing that they did incredibly well at, and which I explained how crazy it was that Vegas made the final for Carolina, and that the series flipped. And their response was, somebody should have told me. I would have changed my pick. And I had to say, you're locked in, unfortunately.
That's so funny.
It was perfect. It was great. It was everything you want from somebody that was in the top 1,000 as far as predictions go for sports.
99.7% accurate, I think, is what it was.
Fantastic.
Crazy.
I have a small update before we end.
Okay.
You know how recently Geoff called me and for some reason dialed my UK number when I was in America, and it cost me £9.
Yeah.
I was just worried. I was actually in the tub. Just having a little think about stuff. And I was like,
chocolate?
I didn't have any chocolate, but I thought, what are the chances Geoff is only stupid one time? And then I looked at my UK phone bill. He freaking does it all the time. Every time he calls me, he's phoning my UK number. I got one call here from October, 4 minutes, £11. And one that was 15 minutes, a little bit like a few days earlier, £37.
Hey, be happy I don't call you more.
What are you doing? Delete that number.
Call on my friend.
You tripled my phone bill.
I think it's your fault for giving him that number.
Give me multiple numbers. Yeah. How did I get the number? Oh, you gave it to me? Okay, cool. Here's the number, but don't use it.
And what context does Geoff need your...
Because, Andrew, once that was my only number.
Well, you spend half the time you're in the UK. I got to get in touch with you somehow.
Yeah, but that was my number from before I left, before I moved here.
Why do you still have it?
So my friends could talk to me.
Am I a
I
friend?
think you just have to delete it from
My
Jeff's
English
phone.
friends.
Get it off his phone.
Get it off the phone.
Get it off the phone.
Ever going to stop using that number.
You got to get it off his phone. That's the only solution.
There is nothing you can do short of blocking me to get me to stop contacting you through that number.
I've already come up with a way to avoid it. Because you can have multiple SIMs in the phone and you can label them. And I, like a fool, labeled them US and UK. And they look very similar when someone's calling you. The text is tiny. So now they are labeled US and do not answer.
What if it's important? If I call enough times, you'll answer.
Oh, £50.
You got to get it off his phone.
An office phone.
Good luck.
Get it off his phone.
Oh,
luck.
yeah. I'll stealth it.
Stealth it when he's in the office. Sneak the phone.
You have to do some sort of like Hitman or Sam Fisher style fucking tactical incursion to get it off my phone.
I think it's a lot less. It would be a lot less than what he's describing.
I'll do it.
Gonna have to be complicated.
I was listening to a Jackass podcast, and they talked about when they were working in like a magazine thing, the way they would buy their CDs is they'd tell their boss that they were going to have a handstand contest, and then he'd do it, and all the stuff would fall out of his pockets, and then one of them would step on his credit card. I think, Gavin, you just asked Geoff to do a handstand contest. I think it's not hard. I think you get it done real quick.
I could do a handstand.
See?
Can
You
you
do it
really?
longer. I could do a handstand longer than any of you. Maybe
Oh, I
not
don't
really.
think that's true.
Sounds like it needs to be a contest.
Yeah, just I remember not to bring my wallet that day. Speaking of Jackass, I saw the movie. Did you guys see it? Has anybody seen it yet?
No, is it good?
Man, I watched it and I really liked it. And I
That's
thought it was like a
wonderful.
really sweet, kind of nostalgic send-off for an era, really. I really feel like that era of the world is over. And I was bummed to read everything I've read about it online is people trashing it and saying it was terrible. But I really
It's
the only thing that I say
highest
that
rated.
wasn't great is that I saw it in D-Box. No point in seeing it in D-Box. It doesn't really add anything to it.
Why'd you watch it without me?
That's a good question. And I was wondering if you were going to ask this. Emily surprised me with she was just like, we were like sitting at home at like 9 p.m. on Friday night. And she said, do you want to go to the movies with me? And I said, yeah, let's go to the movies. And we just jumped up and went. So it wasn't like a planned thing. But
fair.
yes, I feel bad. I should have seen it with you.
Well, no, okay. You're letting him off the hook real easily on that one. Wasn't a planned thing. He could have went to see any other movie. They didn't have one movie.
He's my best friend, and it was a valid excuse.
My wife wanted to see Jackass. I want to see it with you. Do you want to see it tomorrow night? Are you free?
Yes.
All right, maybe we'll go see it with Millie or something.
Let's do it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I need money. Gavin's. A lot of people are seeing Toy Story. I need some money for Jackass.
That movie opened up at $8 million. The previous Jackass opened up at like 22. Pretty rough.
Yeah. Well, it's the last.
Yeah.
Best and last.
A lot of people don't want to see stuff end.
I actually wanted to see it end. I was happy to see it end. And when you watch it, I think you'll see how old they are, and you'll be like, it's time. And they know it's time. You know, I think I appreciate that they're confronting it.
A damn good run.
Speaking of ending.
Yeah.
Shall we wrap up the show, Jeff?
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Regulation Podcast. This has been episode 113. What a journey we've gone on. From the closing of a home and the disrespect of epic proportions to Andrew slathering himself in chocolate and rolling around in a bathtub. You had it all today, everyone. I hope you enjoy it. These are the years. These are the golden times. We are in them and among them right now. Have a great fucking week. Go out and go forth and spread the word of regulation. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.